Removing the buffer zone, the nation's high court rules for free speech. Justices strike down a 35-foot protest-free zone around abortion clinics. Now, the Supreme Court found the 7-year-old law violated the First Amendment. Good evening. I'm Paula Evans.
And I'm Jonathan Elias. Good to have you along tonight. State lawmakers right now are working on plans to get around the ruling to maintain that protest-free zone. Bill Shields joining us live in Boston with reaction and more. Bill?
They're going to be doing a lot of juggling, Jonathan. Let me show you the line right here. This creates that buffer zone. The demonstrators will be out here. Anybody walking inside of this line, that was the entrance to the clinic, and they could not go past that. Now, there's going to be a struggle, and we've seen it in the past, back in the late 80s, the early 90s. The demonstrators would go right up to the door. They have not done that today. In the next few days, it could prove to be very interesting here.
Our fight to make sure to defend the buffer zone has always been about protecting women's rights and women's access.
But the fight just got tougher. The Supreme Court has ruled that this yellow line, creating a 35-foot buffer zone around all women's clinics, is unconstitutional. The Supreme Court has ruled that a painted line on the sidewalk is easy to enforce, but the prime objective of the First Amendment is not efficiency. But now the buffer zone is gone.
We have been overwhelmed with support. We have people calling and emailing and volunteering to be escorts for our patients to make sure that they can come in to our health centers safely.
Anti-abortion protesters can now walk right up to the clinic doors in an effort to stop women from having abortions.
I'm doing what I do every day I'm out in front here.
Ray Neary has been outside this Planned Parenthood clinic in Austin day after day for years. He's not sure if getting closer will make his message more effective.
I've been here for decades, and I don't feel that that Supreme Court decision should get me to jump over the line.
In 1994, Liam Lowney's sister worked at a clinic in Brookline. She was one of 2 killed when John Salve burst in and started shooting.
We've worked hard because one of the biggest losses this day, and the reason that I'm here, was her voice towards this mission. And the mission being that women have a right and should have a right to accessible, affordable health care safely.
So what's going to happen in the immediate future? You heard them mention escorts. These escorts operated in the past. They would arrange to meet the person coming in. They would meet somewhere around here, outside of the clinic. They would be escorted through the line of demonstrators. That's what's going to happen in the immediate future. Down the road, lawmakers will try to come up with some sort of plan that will pass muster with the United States Supreme Court. Reporting live from Austin, I'm Bill Shields, WBZ News. Paula?